Welcome back, everybody, and we're still running for our lives. We only have 35 seconds to get the hell out of here before the whole place crumbles down on us and sends us into permanent torpor, because that sounds like a great freaking state to be in, don't you agree? I agree, unless you're like, you know, hoping for that to happen, and if you are hoping for that to happen, then well, you suck. Just saying. Not in a good or offensive way. Yeah. Wow, that was pretty bad English, actually. Anyway, everybody inside of here is gonna die a slow, horrible death. And Johansson doesn't follow you for some reason, so I guess he just wants to die, but that's cool. Jump into the boat, my brother! Okay, there we go. I was about to say, why didn't the clock stop? I was actually a little bit nervous there, but that's fine. Because we all know it's part of the video game. Oh! Look at this, they're talking about the Sabbat. Yeah, that's obviously not foreshadowing. Anyway, I just cut ahead here a bit to LaCroix's tower. And as you can see, it got a really nice paint job while we were gone. I mean, look at all that pretty art. Doesn't it make you feel like somebody actually tried? Yeah, I agree. It looks really nice. How's it going, LaCroix?
With whom do they think they're dealing? Attack me in my own building! They're desperate. They've shown their weakness. A last-ditch attempt to steal the prize.
Man, this game really does love to foreshadow. I mean, seriously? They're talking about the Sabbat, and we come back home to this nice paint job. And probably a bunch of dead bodies. So, LaCroix, I'll play dumb for you, bro. I mean, obviously, there is nothing to do with this entire Sabbat nonsense they were talking about. I mean, you know, why would the Sabbat attack us? We only have a giant sarcophagus with, you know, maybe an ancient vampire in it. Oh, that's right. They like to diablerize people and kill ancient vampires. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I guess I have to flip open the guide to the Sabbat to learn that. Oh. Wait, I don't even have to flip it open to learn that. I mean, that's only common sense in Vampire the Masquerade. Unless you're a Camarilla, because, you know, people like you're just an arse. You know, Sabbat are arseholes. They make shovel heads and they go around killing babies because they're bored little kids. I mean, they obviously have no reason to do anything else but that. I mean, obviously they can't have a goal. They're just a bunch of bloodthirsty crazies. And that whole stuff they believe in, yeah, that's a bunch of nonsense. I mean, obviously vampires exist, but, you know, Cain from the Bible, oh man, he can't exist. I mean, we're vampires. What else can exist but vampires and werewolves and ghosts and all those other freaky things that somehow, you know, go bump in the night, drink blood, eat flesh, swap bodies, and all that other stuff. I mean, you know, it's only normal for a guy to be able to resurrect the dead by cutting himself. I mean, that's obviously a perfectly normal thing, you know. What else? Oh yeah, seeing through walls, huh? That's normal. That is really normal. So, there's no way vampires came into being through a biblical figure. None whatsoever. Because if that was possible, then we wouldn't be able to, you know, run really fast, break through walls with our pinkies, light people on fire with our minds, learn blood magics that can make people explode, and you know, all this other crazy stuff that's possible. And I obviously wouldn't be able to turn into a snake. So I'll play along, LaCroix. Who did this? I really want to know. Like, seriously, who did this? So, someone made a mess downstairs.
The Sabbat. A pack of shovelheads with cheap pistols was all they could muster. Two got a few stories up, but I took care of them. And my sheriff brought the rest their final death in the lobby. Sabbat animals.
The Sabbat attacked? Why?
Why else? The motive of every kindred in the entire city these last few nights. The Ankaran sarcophagus. They've been misled into thinking the sarcophagus holds a sleeping ancient, their most coveted feasts. Diablerists.
Diablerists?
The Sabbat's infamy is in no small part due to their practice of diablerie, that is, drinking the blood of other kindred, especially older ones, until they are dead. Diablerists gain the power of those they've fed upon. And the Camarilla, this is an act punishable by death. For the moment, we've manipulated the press into reporting tonight's events as a terrorist attack. Their soldiers may be no danger to me, but their threat to the Masquerade is abundant. As my best agent, I'm sure you can guess my course of action.
Kill all Sabbat? Oh,
the Sabbat
yeah.
have made their haven at the Hallibrook Hotel, right under our noses here in downtown. Kill their leader. The rest will scamper out of the city. This is the last time they ever set foot in Los Angeles. Before you go, Beckett told me you went to the Society of Leopold. Did you find out how my sarcophagus is opened?
I'm sorry about ranting again, but foreshadowing. Like, come on now. This game is so full of it, it's not even funny. Like, first they talk about Sabbat, then we come home to, this place ripped up. And now, if you haven't noticed yet, LaCroix just called the sarcophagus my sarcophagus. Okay, so that doesn't scream power-hungry arsehole who wants to take over the world with antediluvian powers and destroy us all. I don't know what does, okay? Maybe it's just me, and not to mention they made him a redhead. I mean, obviously there ain't no symbolic meaning in that. I mean, redheads are only seen as devil children and, people who lose their tempers and everything evil, basically. I mean, come on now. That's obviously not symbolic. He's obviously not a dominating arsehole. He obviously doesn't want to use the sarcophagus to gain immortal power. And he obviously doesn't want to diablerize the antediluvian to gain its power,
What did you find out?
The missing crate from the Dane, it's a key to the sarcophagus.
Do you have it?
No, that's all I know, but I have other good news. Bach is dead.
Not only did you infiltrate the Society of Leopold, but you managed to kill their greatest hunter. You certainly are developing a legend for yourself. Superb. A toast to you, and to victory over the Sabbat. And to Bach. May all his progeny meet such fates.
Any hunters that cross my path are dead. Same goes for the Sabbat.
The Sabbat must be wiped out before dawn. Then, and another thing, you've been attracting a lot of attention to yourself. Mortal attention. But I'm going to overlook it for now. But keep breaking the Masquerade, and I guarantee you'll never break it again.
Understood. I mean, you're obviously not planning anything else. You're obviously doing this for the health of the nation, right? I mean, you only want to diablerize the Elder. Oops, did I say that? I'm sorry. You're lucky. Well, actually, I'm lucky you can't hear me, because if you could, chances are I'd be jumped by everybody in this building right now. So, yeah. Okay, I won't break the Masquerade again. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. No, I mean it. I am really sorry. I hate you. You have that cold stare and you're all like, I'm a vampire, I'm a Ventru, I'm a Prince of LA. Look at me. So yeah, I'll see you around. How's it going, Beckett?
You can always count on the Sabbat to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. They're reckless, but they don't normally try to attract this much attention. This carelessness warrants observation. I hope it doesn't become pandemic.
The wrong things for the right reasons? What does that mean?
The Sabbat's goal is to stop Gehenna, which is very similar to my own, though they choose to do so through more violent, fanatic, and flamboyant methods. The Camarilla, on the other hand, suspends belief entirely. Or so goes the party line.
Beckett, are you Sabbat?
What I am is kindred. How others choose to categorize themselves concerns me only where local customs are concerned. Individualism is a path fraught with obstacles and sometimes angry mobs. But for all its hardships, it is the only one worth taking.
I met with Dr. Johansson.
What did Johansson have to say?
Something about a key and stop! I'm old!
And key. An invention as ancient as greed. I should have guessed. All we have to do is find a victor in this nonsense. They'll be the one with the key.
He said it's the tomb of Masquerade, an Assyrian king.
Assyrian origin. Glad to see I'm not losing my touch. As for Masquerade, I'll have to research that name, see what I can find.
He said the reliefs on the side were of a demoness named Lamatsu. Lamatsu. I really hope I said that right.
Lamastu? She was a Lilith figure. They represent empowered women and the threat of such women to male-dominated society. Strange she would be engraved on a king's tomb.
That's everything I know. Does it mean anything to you?
It seems to corroborate my own evidence. I'm going to have to study it a little more. Maybe dig up some information on Masquerade and the Lamastu myth. I'm certain the key will show up in time. Your information is appreciated.
If you'll excuse me, I have to prepare myself for an assault on the Sabbats. Heck yeah, let's do this! Hardcore! Everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gonna get shot up. So yeah, let's get to it. Or at least that's what I tell myself every day. But unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to fit it into this part. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you next time. And by the time you get back, we should be fighting some Sabbats. Which is going to be fun, because they're vampires, and they're obviously not Diablerists. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.